So I had this funny thing happen last year where I was a single dad, and I was trying to have a more active dating life since it was virtually non-existent. But the problem was I wasn't really fully on board with, being open to have that happen, right? I didn't realize it at the time, but I was kind of struggling with being afraid of getting hurt or not being good enough, right? That I'm defective perspective, that, whatever that was, thinking, I'm going to end up with somebody and they're going to make my life a living hell or something, right? So I'm just not going to go out there and date anybody. And, but I realized, what, I'm really lonely and I want to go out and do something. And I'm a dude, I'm only 46, right? So everybody wants to have a life and go out and have fun. And so finally I was like, okay, I'm going to make a dating profile. But sure enough, when like women would send me, a friend request or whatever on the dating site, I would always find something wrong with them. She's this, she's that. There's something here, there's something there. Not gonna work. Nah, no thanks. I'm good. I'm all set. And for like 2 years, I just kept on saying no to like all these invites. And some of that's normal. Like not everybody's your cup of tea. But I was like, geez, I'm never gonna have a date if I keep saying no. Just like that movie, The Yes Man, right? Like you got to say yes to life. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna start saying yes. So sure enough, that afternoon, the universe, life, the video game life that we were in, answered my prayer and presented me with an invite. Hey, I was wondering if you wanted to go get a cup of coffee, somebody said. And I was like, you know, I don't really know. But I said I would, so sure. And I kind of reluctantly went along with it. And I ended up having a nice time, just as a cup of coffee, good conversation. And as soon as I got home, I had another invite from somebody else. And I was like, what the heck? So I was like, all right, I'll go out for a cup of coffee with them too, because they were saying the same thing. Nothing physical or intimate happened, so it was like cool. I just was clear that I was just kind of getting to know the field of dating again after being out for a while. And after being in family guy mode for 8 years. So then I had a decent time with that, and I come home, I got another one. And I'm like, what is going on right now? I ended up going on 4 dates in 4 weeks, just like, get to know you, conversational stuff. And it was such a fun way to get, back in the dating game a little bit. And I thought, geez, I'm going to apply this same technique of like being open to receive an answer to my prayers, sort of, and apply this in other ways. So I applied it to my car. I was like, you know what? I always say I can't afford a nice car that I want, like a sports car. So I always get like a Ford Focus or a Jeep Patriot, something kind of basic, no offense, but to the people that make those. But I was like, all right, I want to get a Dodge Charger, you know. So next thing you know, I start seeing Dodge Chargers around town, right? Because you know how your brain kind of does that. Start noticing the things that you're thinking about a lot. And I get this invite from my credit card company that's like, you should try to use our auto navigator tool to see if you qualify for auto financing. And I was like, well, shit, I've been working on my credit score for the last year and it's good enough now to get approved. So F it, why not? Next thing you know, they're like, you're approved to come to our location to buy whatever you want for this amount of money. And I look, sure enough, there's a white Dodge Charger. I'm like, what? You have got to be friggin' kidding me. Like, I used to just bitch and moan and complain all day about how much everything sucked. And I kept getting that. But now you're telling me that if I just imagine and think about good things happening, that I'll start noticing good things more often, and if I say yes to the good things when they invite me, then I can have them? Like, what? This doesn't make any sense. So the next thing you know, I'm like, you know what? I don't really want a white colored vehicle anymore. I already had one. I want to have something else, like maybe a blue car. Next thing you know, the internet algorithm is showing me a blue Camaro. Oh, down in Lewiston. for the same place where I was going to get the other one at just a different location, same car company. I'm like, you got to be shitting me. I'm going down there to check it out. Sure enough, it's affordable. Why don't you go inside and see if you can get financing? The sign says. I'm like, you know what? I think I will. I go inside. There's three salesmen. Normally, I'd be intimidated and walk off. And I just walked in and said, you know what? I want to see if I can get financing for this vehicle. And they were like, okay, come on down. And I put some money down and I had a good credit score. And sure enough, I got the vehicle. And it was the one I wanted, and it was the color I wanted, and it was the style I wanted, and it was possible. And that's what I want you to take away today from this, is that the things you want are also possible if you're open to receiving them and to doing the actual work that will get you to having them, which can take some time and effort and strategy. Hope you have a great day and a great life.